I'm Saga, and today we are talking about Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare. Yeah. Okay, now listen very carefully to me. You have to read this. You have to. But like a fast disclaimer, if you have not read the Mortal Instrument series, and if you have not finished the Infernal Devices, first of all, I don't know what you have been doing with your life so far, because we should force our children to read those books, and Cassandra Clare is a book writing goddess, so if you have not finished those series, you should leave, because there will be only spoilers ahead of you. And if you haven't read all of those previous mentioned series, you can stay and I will tell you a little bit what this is about, because it's not real. It's like a lot of novellas that's gathered together in here. I don't know how many there are. 10 novellas in this book, and it's basically about Simon and when he goes to Shadowhunter Academy to train to become a Shadowhunter, you know, ascending and stuff, and it's so much better than you think, because it's really good. And look here on the cover, we got Simon, and you know, he's wait, I have an exclusive poster, but I haven't seen this. What? Exclusive poster? Wait. What? Yes, I know. Made in Brooklyn, yeah. Oh. Perfect. Yeah. Well, we're off to a good start. Anyways, so we follow Simon's journey through Shadowhunter Academy, and I don't think you should know anything else really going into this. I mean, the first two novellas was like the weakest to me. I mean, they were still good, but the other parts are very, much better, in my opinion. We also get to see like stuff that has happened in the Academy over the years. For example, the Circle. Yes, you heard right. The Circle. We get to see the Circle, you know, and Valentine being there with the gang when they are all young. That was very cool. And also James Herondale. We get to see James Herondale at the Academy. It was so good. So anyways, the two first novellas might be a little hard to read through, but the third one, that's where all the fun starts. So if you started this and didn't continue, you just have to keep reading. You have to. And the reason why I even read this was because I wanted to read Lady Midnight, but I heard that you should read this one before you read Lady Midnight, and I regret nothing. You just want to know this. You want to know all the stuff that happens in here. That's all I have to say about it. So you read it, and then you can come back here, and I will talk to you about it. And bye. So, warning, spoilers ahead if you hadn't noticed. So, if you hadn't leave. Well. So the first novella is Welcome to Shadowhunter Academy, and it's basically we just sending off Simon to the academy, and I didn't expect it to be like this run down piece of garbage castle with like towers that are falling. But it is, and we always talk. I don't even know what's up with the food. Everybody it's like a running joke how bad it is. I don't know who's in the kitchen, who's like behind the curtains making this food for the students. They are supposed to get buff and trained and stuff, and I'm just saying, you need very nutritious and good food for that. So I think there is a room for improvement. That's what I'm trying to say. And we also meet George Lovelace, and his foster parents are, well, that's anticlimactic. Well, Oh, well, anyways, his parents are Jasmine Lovelace's relatives. When I heard that, anyways, we like George. He's good looking, nice, charming. He's Scottish. We like him. He's a nice guy, good friend Simon and stuff. I feel like this first novella is more about just like introducing us to the academy, and that's why it's not that exciting to me, at least. Oh, and you know, Simon kind of wants to leave New York, you know, because he's around, you know, Clary and Isabel, Jace, Alec, and all of these people that he used to know, but he don't remember them anymore. It feels bad being around them, because when he looks into their eyes, he just see that they are disappointed that he's not the person he used to be, and he don't know who that person is anymore. It just annoyed me. Like, Simon was not very smart with Isabel. Oh, Simon, you little person, you know, when she first gets there, she walks into the classroom and she has this whole speech like, if any of you try to hurt Simon because he's a Monday, I will crush you, and if any of you try to pursue him romantically, I will also crush you to powder. You know, and she leaves, and Simon, as the idiot he is, runs after her. It's like, yeah, Isabel, I'm not your boyfriend anymore, you know. I don't even know you, you know, and you don't know me. I don't know that old Simon anymore. I don't, so can you stop? Poor Isabel, really. She's having such a hard time through this book. Like, her boyfriend doesn't remember her anymore, and oh, poor Isabel. Yeah, let's move on. So the next novella is The Last Herondale, and this is about Katrina is telling Simon this story about Herondale. I don't remember which of them it was, but it was a Herondale anyways, and you know, he's like out on this mission with some shadowhunters, and this demon convinces him that his pregnant wife is like dying, so he leaves them, and this ends up killing the other shadowhunters, and this is like considered the worst crime ever in the shadowhunter world. So Clay kills his pregnant wife. I know, that's very messed up. But Katrina, she saves this baby somehow, and she raises it on her own, and we don't really know anything about this baby except that he's called Tobias Herondale. And so, you know, there could be a whole other line of Herondales out there that Jace can meet and talk to, and, you know, bond with many more Herondale babies, you know. I'm not complaining. That's like everything this novella is about, so let's move on again. Okay, so the third one is called Whitechapel Fiend. I don't know how to say that. It's the third one, and this is where things is getting interesting. I think this maybe it was my favorite one. We get to see Will and Tessa and their little baby James Arundel. It was just so nice being back in London, you know, meeting all these characters that I can't read about anymore. So funny, you know, Tessa comes to the academy to guest teach the students, and she tells this story in London about like Jack the Ripper. That was a new take on it, you know. It was very creepy because this demon like comes to the institute and hides their children in the chimneys. Stop it, that was scary. You know, that it was a moment when James ran like into the fire, and Tessa like gets totally panicked, and I get panicked, and it was very creepy. And when Yasmin is there, and like goes Yasmin, and she like distracts the demon while they try to find the children again. I'm just so happy that she's there, like taking care of them, and you know, being nice. I know when Tessa is there at the academy, and Jace is also there because he's also like teaching them stuff, and Simon tells him to go and talk to Tessa so that she can like tell him about their family, you know, Will and stuff, and you know that she's like his great Great something, grandma. I was just enjoying it so much, you know, because Jace didn't think that he had any living relatives, and you know, that's wrong, because Tessa is there to tell him about stuff, and also Tobias Herondale's spawn is out there somewhere. You know, it brings happiness to my little heart to read about that. And then, you know, when Simon hasn't only said it once this book, but now he said it twice, and it's not Isabel's boyfriend. You do not want to be Isabel's boyfriend. You want to be her boyfriend, alright? Why, Simon? Why do you do this to Isabel? Just try, alright? Try. One does not reject Izzy's love. One accepts it and is happy about receiving such a blessing. Simon? Well, anyways, let's move on to the next novella.